everyone and welcome back to my channel. You are watching day 2 of the 12 DIYs of Christmas, a series I'm doing on my channel sharing some really budget-friendly tips and DIYs for decorations, gifts and lifestyle all throughout the next 6 weeks. You can catch them on Thursdays and Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. GMT. Anyway, today's video is all about Christmas decorations. If you're a crafty person like me and you want to DIY some of your decorations, now's the time to do it. Get prepared in advance so that you don't have to worry about any of it in December. So in today's video I am sharing some very brightly coloured Christmas decorations and some other bits and pieces. I will be sharing another video with some more traditional looking Christmas decorations in the future, but today's video is brightly coloured, and do feel free obviously to switch out any of these colours to match your Christmas theme. Maybe you're doing red and gold or blue and silver, whatever it is. These are just ideas that you can play around with and make your own. Anyway, I'm going to jump right into the video. I hope you guys enjoy it, so let's get started. First up, I want to show you guys how to make this merry and bright sign using wood circles. It's so easy to make and it's really inexpensive, so let's get into it. What you'll need is some pre-cut wood circles, and you can buy these from your local craft store or make them yourself. I picked mine up from a local garden centre, and all you're going to do is paint the inside of the circles using some acrylic paint or craft paint in the colours of your choice. I'm going for a light pastel colour scheme and some bright pops of blue. And I think this would look really nice in like whites and greys and wintry colours too. Anyway, go ahead and paint these, making sure to leave a very small gap towards the edge so that the wood can show through. Once you've done this, you can go ahead and add your letters. I'm using Yoo-hoo glue to add mine, and I'm just drawing out the letters very carefully. You can use any kind of glue. You can use PVA and a paintbrush to apply it. It just has to be strong and durable. I'm just using this one because it's what I had to hand, and it has a nice, really neat nozzle. Once you've done that, go ahead and add your glitter. I'm using a really nice chunky glitter for this project. I think it works really well. And I'm using a gold to stand apart from the colours that I've used, but you can use any kind of a Christmassy colour that you would like. Leave this to dry for a little bit, and after about 30 minutes or so you can go ahead and tap off all the excess glitter, and if you have any extra glitter in places you don't want it, you can just go ahead and pick it off to tidy up the letters, and then you should have letters that look a little bit like this. Once you're done, you can apply these to the wall using a little bit of blue tack or some command strips so that they're easy to take off once the Christmas season is over. This is what mine looks like, and I think the colours work really well in my room. Next up is this super bright, colourful pom-pom wreath. It's so easy to make. It does take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. So let me get in and show you how I made this. So you'll obviously need pom-poms in a variety of different shapes and sizes, and you can make these whatever kind of colours you would like. I'm using a pom-pom maker for this. Normally I don't, but I just picked up a packet and oh my god, it makes this whole process so much easier. And if you are going to make this, you'll probably end up needing about 30 pom-poms, so I definitely recommend a pom-pom maker. They're so easy to use. All you do is wrap the wool around it enough times until the inside circle gets nice and full, and then what you do is close it, clip it together, and you can start cutting through the sides. Once you've cut through the whole pom-pom, take another strand of wool, wrap it through the area where you've just cut, tie it tightly into the little pom-pom maker, and I'd say tie it about 3 or 4 times, and then all you have to do is open your pom-pom maker, pull the pom-pom out, and then give it a little bit of a haircut if it needs some of the excess bits cut off it. I love using these because they make all the pom-poms the exact same size, and they come in a variety of different sizes too. Once all your pom-poms are ready, you can start gluing them onto your wreath. I'm just using hot glue to apply them onto this very basic wreath form. You can find these in florist shops, craft shops, loads of different places. Mine was only £1.50. It's so inexpensive, but you could also just make this out of cardboard by cutting a circle shape out of cardboard with a hole in the middle and then glue your pom-poms onto that. So I went ahead and used all the bright coloured pom-poms with the thin wool, but I think this would look great with thick wool. wall. I think I'm going to make a pom-pom wreath out of the big fluffy white ones that I showed you making earlier. So I might end up making another one. It does take a lot of time, probably a good few hours, but it's so worth it. Next up are these filled glass ornaments, which I think would make really nice pre-Christmas gifts for friends and family, because you can personalize these and you can put anything in them. They're really simple, so let me show you how I made them. So you'll want to take your glass ornament, and you also want to make sure that it's one that has a removable pin in the top like this. When you take the pin out, just be careful because you don't want to smash the glass. And then you can start filling your ornament, and I'm using pom-poms, these cute little tiny pom-poms. You guys know I love pom-poms. I just said pom-poms 3 times. But you can fill it with anything: beads, glitter, tinsel clippings, whatever's gonna fit your Christmas theme. Once you've filled it to the level that you would like, you can go ahead and pin that closure back into place, and then you can add it to your tree or anywhere in your space. To fill it with smaller items like glitter or beads, you'll want to make a paper funnel like I have here. Just roll up a cone of paper and fill your ornament. And then for this one, I actually decided to go the extra mile and use my label maker to write fa la 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 on the label and stick that on. You can use any kind of Christmas quote or saying that you'd like. Once you're finished, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. I made a couple of different variations, and I love the pink and gold one the best. I tried putting wool clippings from the pom-pom wreath in this one. Don't love it as much, but it's still brightly coloured. And then also the pom-pom ones, and they do look really nice on the tree too. Next up is this little winter scene in a glass jar. I don't want to call it a snow globe because it doesn't have water in it, because those things do tend to evaporate, and if you want to keep this forever and if you also don't want spills, then I would recommend this version. So I'm using this cute little jar. This is from Flying Tiger, but you can use any kind of jam jar for this, or even just a glass like an old candle holder and then just not close the top of it. You'll also need some of these tiny bottle brush trees and any little cute ornaments like snowmen or reindeer that you can put in there as well, and some glitter just to fill the whole thing up. This one's pretty self-explanatory, but you just want to go ahead and take your jar and remove the lid if it has one, and then what you're going to do is just attach your animals to the lid. If your jar doesn't have a lid, just attach it into the inside of the jar using some hot glue. Hold that in place until it's dry, and then add any other kind of ornaments. I'm putting in these little bottle brush Christmas trees. They're so cute. I think they're for cake making, so definitely check the cake making section of your local craft store. You can add some glue to the base of your scene to make sure that some of the glitter that you add sticks to the bottom and then covers up whatever's underneath on the lid or at the bottom of the glass. And then you can also add glitter into the glass. I'm using 2 types, chunky glitter and really super fine glitter, just to give it a little bit of variation. Once you've finished, go ahead and stick your lid back into your jar, and you are done. It's as simple as that. This is how mine turned out. I really love it, and I do think that this would be a fun activity that you could do in the wintertime with your friends. And here's another really simple project that absolutely anyone can do, and you can make this any color scheme that you'd like. It's this beaded star ornament that you can just place on the wall or place in your Christmas tree, depending on how big or small you make it. So for this, I'm using some wooden beads from Flying Tiger and cutting a piece of wire into the length that I want for this project, and I'm just threading the beads onto the wire. The first one I threaded, I ended up bending the wire over at the end to make sure none of the beads would start falling off. Then I just went ahead and added all of my beads onto the wire. Because this is a star, you want to make sure that the amount of beads you have is divisible by 10, because there are going to be 10 sides to this star and 5 points. So I had, I think, 60, and each side was 6 beads long. Once you've done that, go ahead and twist the ends of the wire together. You can use some pliers to do this, and then tuck those ends into the beads to make sure it's nice and tight and that it's not going to go anywhere. Then just bend your star into a star shape. Like I said, it's 6 beads by 6 beads for mine, and you can do this with any size beads. So you can make this really big or really small with teeny tiny beads to make a cute little Christmas tree decoration. So there you have it, a beaded star ornament that would look really great on your wall, but also could look good in your Christmas tree too. So that's everything for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it and you're going to make some of these pieces, and I hope that you're enjoying this series as a whole. I love Christmas, so I'm definitely enjoying making these videos. Anyway, stay tuned for more DIYs. I've got 10 more videos coming up. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like if you did like it, because it lets me know that you like DIYs. I think that's everything, so I'm going to leave you guys alone now. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!